She says, we need to talk. She says, Ronnie's been in a serious car accident, and we need to get you home. And I said, okay. And I tell you, after that, I don't remember much coming home.
Clarice Holden was on a business trip to New York City when a coworker knocked on her door with frightening news.
I didn't find out any of the details until I got home the next morning. He was coming home from the restaurant, and the man ran the stop sign and hit him in the driver's door and ejected him out the passenger window. Ronnie had his seatbelt on, but it broke it. And when it threw him out the window, the car actually turned over a couple of times. But thank God it didn't hit him. It would have crushed him. The young man, unfortunately, that hit him was killed instantly.
Ronnie was seriously injured from the accident.
He was in intensive care. His neck was broken in 2 places, and his left leg was shattered.
Trauma surgeon Dr. John Gary Maxwell worked on Ronnie's case.
He had a ruptured colon that wasn't apparent initially, and we were very busy taking care of his head injury and his broken bones, and then it became apparent that there was something very catastrophic going on in the abdomen. So he required another operation to take care of that.
After the surgery, Ronnie slipped into a coma, and the doctors gave Clarice terrible news.
It doesn't look like he's going to make it. He probably has about 3 hours. And at that time, I don't know about you, but I've never had anything like that to happen to me. I didn't know what to say, what to do.
What Clarice felt she could do was pray. She enlisted as many friends and folks from church as she could to pray for Ronnie.
I knew that God was going to make Ronnie. He was going to heal Ronnie and make him whole again. So I just went back to our family in the waiting room and friends, and I said, guys, we are not going to be wringing our hands, and we are not going to be saying, poor Ronnie. We are going to believe God together.
Ronnie was already facing an uphill battle when complications set in.
Ronnie's trauma score was such that was so high that the predictors for his recovery were very low. And if you looked simply at the scientific predictors, he had a very low chance of survival. And then with the ruptured colon, he had sepsis, he had bloodstream infections, he required a great deal in the way of antibiotics.
Clarice filled her husband's room with prayer, hymns, and healing scriptures. She made sure everyone prayed for specific challenges Ronnie was facing.
He would have a major thing going on every hour. Some part of his body was shutting down. A fever was going up. They'd have to pack him in ice to get his fever down. It was just his kidneys would try to shut down. Infection in his system. It was one thing right at another crisis. When you're told, nothing can help him, I just needed to know what it was going to take to get him through the night. And then we went from Pacifics every day, every hour. What do we need to get through this? So we asked for exactly what we needed. And that's what we got.
One by one, each medical crisis was averted. The sepsis infection subsided. Intense fevers came back down to normal levels. His kidneys that were failing began to function again. Clarice says the turning point came when he woke from his 3-week coma.
When I saw his eyes, I knew he was going to be okay. His clear blue eyes, I just wanted to see him. And when he opened them, I knew he was going to be okay.
52 days after his accident, Ronnie left the hospital. Today, he's healthy and doing well, and his intestines are functioning normally. Ronnie believes the power of prayer saved his life.
And I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's the only reason I'm here. Her prayers and the people who agree with her and the other people praying for me. Never let anybody tell you it doesn't mean anything to pray for somebody, because I would not be here. That's the only reason I'm living, is because God answered people's prayers.
Against all odds, Ronnie's life is back to normal.
But you always fight for something that you love, that you believe in. and I love him, and I believe in him. I know that everybody there knew he was not supposed to come out, but he did. He doesn't even look like anything ever happened to him. When God does something, he totally restores, doesn't he? He really does. He does a great job, a lot better job than me.